How did swords change the world? Since the beginning, mankind has been wanting to destroy each other, and has done so by developing clever and ingenious ways to get rid of other people on the planet. For example, these two men here. One has a sword and one has a bone. Assume they were in war and, well, the guy with the bone, check out what happens. He dies because he didn't have a sword to fight with. Now, around 2000 BCE, the earliest documented steel sword was developed. It was originally made of bronze and in the shape of a leaf, similar to Frodo's sword. Swords were first developed in Eurasia. Empires used this technology to their advantage to fight against each other and conquering neighboring territories. Civilizations among the Eurasian and African world zones traded. Metal for swords were a popular commodity. Sword technology at this point was nearly worldwide, except for America. It wasn't until the mid-1500s when Europeans traveled west across the Atlantic and introduced metal weapon technology that they would have swords. Empires such as the Aztecs used Macuahuitl, a club made of wood with pieces of sharp obsidian embedded in the edges. Since the conception of metal swords, over tens of thousands of wars were all fought with swords, leading to battle victories. As Napoleon was once quoted saying, "There are only two forces in the world, the sword and the spirit," signifying its importance in the battlefield. Swords continued to be used up until the late 1800s to early 1900s in the battlefield as a weapon of choice, though usually secondary to a rifle. They were used through the American Civil War up until World War II. During World War II, the Japanese especially still incorporated swords as part of their loadout. Swords were a last resort weapon used by pilots and other Japanese soldiers for close quarters combat. Today, modern blacksmiths continue to make swords, but not for the battlefield. They continue to create accurate replicas of swords for films, which continue to change the world still to this day. Swords today continue to change culture across the world by creating fictional adaptations such as lightsabers, or, as we mentioned earlier, Frodo's sting and barrow blade from the film The Hobbit. Gladiator and Braveheart are two Best Motion Picture nominated films that only mainly use swords. Other movies and shows that repeatedly have swords could be Excalibur, The Sword in the Stone, Game of Thrones, and many, many more movies and TV shows. Now you know a bit more about swords and how they changed the world today. What the heck? What's happening? Who let the evil Lenny out of his sheath? Killing our aunt's secrets and whatnot. Martin, I didn't tell you to draw this. Thanks for watching.